नमस्ते दोस्तों। तो आज जो हुआ ना उसे हमारे दिल्ली की भाषा में बोलते हैं गरीब मार। अरे यार क्या बोलूं मैं आज के मैच के बारे में। मतलब ऐसे भी करता है किसी के साथ तो थोड़ा तो यार हौसले अफजाई अब हौसला अफजाई के लिए किसी को 100-200 रन बनाने दो यार। मतलब तुमने तो उनको मतलब लंपट ही कर दिया 50 समथिंग में। ये कोई बात है? ऐसे थोड़ी ना करते हैं। पहले एशिया का फाइनल में उनके साथ ऐसा कर दिया, अब यहाँ पे ऐसा कर दिया। थोड़ा तो कॉन्फिडेंस दो लड़कों को यार, उनको भी खेलना है। गलत बात है यार, ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए। शामी बुमराह ना सिराज बड़े बड़े निर्दयी से हो गए हैं यार, ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए इनको। खैर, दैट वाज अ डैश ऑफ ह्यूमर बिकॉज आई कांट थिंक अबाउट दिस गेम सीरियसली द वे इट पैंड आउट। बट देखो, इंडिया का तो चलो हमारा तो फायदा ही है, हम तो खुशी हो रहे हैं। बट नुकसान दो लोगों का हुआ है बहुत भारी। एक तो श्रीलंकन क्रिकेट ऑब्वियसली, द काइंड ऑफ ट्रैशिंग दे गॉट, और दूसरा ब्रॉडकास्टर्स का। भाई मैच ही खत्म कर दिया यार। मतलब 10-20 ओवर्स में मैच खत्म कर दिया। 50 ओवर्स तक का रेवेन्यू रेवेन्यू आने देते यार, एडवर्टाइजमेंट का रेवेन्यू। बट ब्रॉडकास्टर्स भी बोलेंगे बुमराह को और सिराज और शामी को, यार थोड़ा तो खेलने दिया करो, सामने वालों को भी थोड़ा सा पैसे भी आने दो हमें। खैर, दैट वाज annihilation of Sri Lanka, which was expected as we predicted yesterday that we couldn't see a possibility that Sri Lanka beating India. But the good thing was, हमने जैसा predict किया था yesterday, we were pitching for this. We were rooting for this script to be played out. That India bats first, scores big. People who were not amongst runs like Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, they come they come back and score big, and Siraj also comes back and takes few wickets, and then India wins convincingly. That's exactly the way it panned out. Crystal ball gazing is going really well for both of us. मैं अपना देखता हूँ, संदीप अपना देखता है, बस तभी थोड़ा परसेंटेज का इधर उधर होता है, बाकी ओपिनियन इज द सेम। तो संदीप, आपका क्या ख्याल है आज के गेम के बारे में? आपको क्या लगता है कि कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे या बस हंसी देंगे?
No, I'm not at all interested to comment beyond a certain limit. More than a match, I thought it was a mismatch between India and Sri Lanka. Looks like Sri Lanka is completely out of sorts. They should really buck up themselves, and then they should go back home, train a lot, get some good high quality players, and then only they should play cricket. Okay, otherwise they should not be playing cricket, especially against India, because whenever they're playing these days, I think they're getting all out somewhere around 50 or 60 runs. Okay, so I think it's better they really understand how to play against a quality side like India, train well, and then come back. Well, so apart from that, quite happy to see Shreyas Iyer and then Shubman Gill perform well. Siraj, as you said, is back in form. Looks like the pace trio is in an exceptional form. It's a delight to watch again, or the pace trio performing well against a minnow side like Sri Lanka. Okay, so let us move on now to tomorrow's game. Afghanistan and Netherlands at Lucknow. So let us see who has that luck tomorrow. What do you think? Who has the luck on
Well,
their side?
it's Lucknow। नवाबी की बात है तो अफगानियों का जलवा चलना चाहिए कल। स्पिनिंग ट्रैक है, नेदरलैंड्स है सामने। मेरे ख्याल से परफेक्ट रेसिपी फॉर बैटिंग फर्स्ट, scores 280, 300, and get them out, skittle them out for about 150 or so, 150, 175. They have to win big to, because they need run rate to be on their side to qualify for semis. So they have to win big. It is imperative for them to win big. कल उनको पहले अगर टॉस जीत जाते हैं, पहले बैटिंग करना पड़ेगा और बड़ा स्कोर करना पड़ेगा और उनको जल्दी से निपटाना पड़ेगा, और वो कर सकते हैं। I, in my view, considering it's Lucknow, it's a spinning track. Afghanistan is firm favorite for tomorrow. Uh, I won't be surprised if it turns out to be a one-sided game. But Netherlands, they have shown some spirit. So if they can, somehow put together a good performance, it'll be good. But I don't see that happening. I don't see them doing that well against Mujibur Rahman and above all Rashid Khan. It'll be difficult for them to handle Afghani spinners. And mind you, I'm sure they're going to play Noor Ahmad tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he will be a handful as well. So against this spin trio, I don't think Netherlands stands a chance. So it should be win for Afghanistan, and they don't have any other option. पहले बैटिंग करो, बड़ा स्कोर करो, उनको जल्दी से निपटाओ और टेबल को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाओ. That's my take. Sandeep, what about
Of
you?
course.
Percentage.
Yeah, your
Percentage.
percentage.
Percentage as well. I think it's 85-15 in favor of Afghanistan.
Perfect. So I'm going to give it 88-12 in favor of Afghanistan. So I'm not too far. I'm sure Afghanistan should be favorites to win tomorrow's game. But now the table has become a bit more interesting. India have qualified officially now to the semi-finals.
Yes.
Yes, and South Africa looks like, it looks like South Africa will also be in there. So now the fight would be amongst Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Okay, so now Afghanistan has become a serious side. We all remember how Kenya have reached semi-finals in 2003 through whatever means though, but they have reached semi-finals. So now it's between Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So quite a few exciting games to follow after Afghanistan and Netherlands. Interesting game on, in fact, it's a double header on Saturday. It is Australia, England, and then Pakistan, New Zealand. So New Zealand, Pakistan game would be quite delicious to watch because
भाई पाकिस्तानी ने तो सपने भी देखने शुरू कर दिए हैं. वो सोच रहे हैं भाई हम न्यूजीलैंड को हरा देंगे, हम इंग्लैंड को भी हरा देंगे, उधर से न्यूजीलैंड श्रीलंका से भी हार जाएगा. भैया बहुत ज्यादा बुलिश हो रहे हैं भैया, थोड़ी आराम से आराम से.
looks exciting, right? So I mean, any quick thoughts apart from India or South Africa? Who do you think would qualify? Of course, we already called that India, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand, but things may change a bit.
Yeah.
New Zealand's form has been a little inconsistent. They lost against Australia, and then they haven't had a good game against South Africa. They lost that as well. So, do you see any change in that lineup to semis?
Look, as things stand, India has qualified. South Africa has almost qualified. Australia should qualify because Australia is better placed.
Yeah.
I think for the fourth spot, the fight is between New Zealand, Pakistan, and Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
We have discussed the chances of Afghanistan, how they can qualify, because tomorrow if they win, it will be their fourth win. And then they have to play South Africa and Australia. Considering their spin department, the excellent spin department that they have, they can beat South Africa, in my view. They are better placed to beat South Africa than Australia. So, assuming that they are going to beat one of these teams, then they'll finish on 6 wins. Sorry, 5 wins. And then let's come to New Zealand. New Zealand is going to play Pakistan. Obviously, that is a kind of important match for both the sides. Let's assume that if they're going to beat Pakistan, then they should qualify automatically. Then, but they have a match in hand against Sri Lanka after that. So the way Sri Lanka played today, they'll be low on confidence. I think New Zealand is better placed to beat Sri Lanka. They should beat Sri Lanka, and convincingly too. So I think New Zealand is better placed because Pakistan has to win both against New Zealand and England. England has nothing to lose now, and England even Pakistan is not a great side. They have mediocre batting.
Absolutely.
So English side is also mediocre. So anybody can beat anybody on that day, given day. So England can beat Pakistan. So Pakistan, there's a lot to ask for Pakistan, to qualify. They have to beat New Zealand. They have to beat England. Then the other results should go their way. Like New Zealand should lose to Sri Lanka. I think it's too much to ask for. So I still feel that New Zealand is the best placed side to make semis. So we should stick with the four teams that we should still stick to those four, like India, South Africa, Australia and New Zealand. So should remain the same. Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. I think the lineup for semi should remain the same at this stage. Afghanistan, Netherlands should be an exciting game to watch. We are supporting Afghanistan. We will be back tomorrow with our pre-match review of the doubleheader, New Zealand, Pakistan, and Australia, England. So see you until then. See you then. Thank you very much.
Jai Ho.